She's back. Good.
Oh no.
No! They're getting away with Eren!
Hello everyone. Welcome back to Sansan, Best Anime Reaction. The previous episode brought us closer to the core conflict of Season 2, with tension, danger, and emotion all colliding. It feels like everything has been leading up to this moment. In this episode, I expect non-stop intensity, whether through action, dramatic confrontations, or heartbreaking choices. This could be one of the most impactful episodes of the season. I'm preparing myself for major developments that will change the characters forever. Let's jump into episode 11 and experience this critical moment together.
Right! Let the Titans chase you! All squads follow my lead! Do what? Eren, you conniving bastard! You're using us as bait again? It's the only way! You fought well as in peace! Now give your all as soldiers! The armored Titan must be stopped before he takes Eren! Failure is not an option! Reiner's too slow! We've got him!
I won't hesitate this time. I'll kill them without a thought. If Ymir feels like getting in the way, so much the worse for her. This ends here and now. I swear it.
Krista!
Krista! No. Sorry. I'm sorry about eating you. You're probably pissed. What is this? What's going on? Talk to me!
Alright, buckle up, because we're diving straight into Attack on Titan Season 2, Episode 11, and trust me, this episode is like that moment in a roller coaster where you think the ride is slowing down, only for the track to suddenly drop you straight into emotional chaos. This recap is written as if we're chilling together, talking about the episode scene by scene, laughing nervously, screaming internally, and occasionally stopping to go, wait, did that just happen? At the same time, we'll dig deep into the important details, the character psychology, and the sneaky hints Izayama loves to hide in plain sight. So let's get into it. The episode opens with a feeling that's heavy before anyone even says a word. We're still dealing with the aftermath of the absolute bombshell revelation that Reiner and Bertholdt dropped earlier. The walls haven't fallen in this episode, but the emotional walls between characters are completely shattered. Everyone is exhausted, mentally and physically, and you can feel it in the way the scouts move. There's no heroic music swelling, no dramatic speeches. Just the sound of wind, boots on stone, and people trying to process betrayal from those they once trusted with their lives. Eren is at the center of all this chaos, and for once, he's not yelling or charging headfirst into danger. Instead, he's quiet, too quiet. He's tied up, literally and metaphorically, and that restraint mirrors what's going on in his head. The episode does a fantastic job of showing us how shock works. Eren isn't screaming because his brain hasn't even caught up yet. Reiner wasn't just a fellow soldier, he was a big brother figure, a dependable presence. And now that image is shattered into a million pieces. Ymir, meanwhile, is riding with Reiner and Bertholdt, and she might be the most fascinating character in this episode. She's technically their prisoner, but emotionally, she's something else entirely. She's calm, almost unsettlingly so, like someone who has already accepted the truth of the world.
We came to rescue you and shut up! I don't need rescuing. Things have changed. I'm with Rhina and Bertolt now. Like it or not, you're coming with us. There's no future inside the walls. Hear me out for a second, okay? Life outside isn't as bad as you think, believe me. For starters, there's no one saying the world would have been a better place if you'd never been born. Yeah, I don't think Titans would say much either way! They've been too busy trying to devour me! We've all got flaws. They're not so bad if you just give them a break. It's complicated, alright? Get off your high horse! Ymir! I don't know what's going on in your mind, but you're not making any sense! Come on! What did Rhina and Bertolt say? You're doing this against your will. They threatened you!
It's the opposite, actually.
I'm right, aren't I? Let go! Whatever they've got on you, I don't care! We can fight them! Put the past behind you! What matters is right now! I'm here! I will always be your ally!
Ymir! Look. In case you haven't noticed, the scouts are closing in. If we'd left earlier, there might have been a decent chance of outrunning them. Going back for Krista was your idea. You forced us. Remember that? We waited. For what? Damn it, Ymir! What the hell did we do this for? You can't have a change of heart! You want her to rot inside the walls? Does that seem acceptable to you now? Don't be a fool! Think!
Let go! Don't listen to him! I can't! I wish I could. I'm sorry, sweetie. I know you think I did this for you. But at the end of the day, I did it for me. A long time ago, I stole the power of the Titans from one of their comrades. Not much I can do against them. Sooner or later, I'm screwed. But they said if I cooperate, hand you over, maybe I've got a shot at leniency. Maybe my crime gets overlooked. You're crucial to the church. You know the truth about the walls. My family. That's it, isn't it? Sure. Why not? When this world started going to hell, I thought to myself, couldn't hurt to help.
Decided that pretending otherwise is pointless. Her conversations with Bertholdt are especially interesting. Bertholdt, despite being one of the Titans responsible for mass destruction, is visibly terrified. He's not the confident villain people might expect. He's scared, guilt-ridden, and constantly second-guessing himself. Ymir sees right through him, and instead of mocking him, she speaks with a strange honesty that feels more adult than anything else in the episode. What's important here is how the show reframes the idea of enemy. Bertholdt isn't laughing maniacally or celebrating his actions. He's breaking down. He talks about how there was never a choice, how the world forced his hand. This doesn't excuse what he's done, but it complicates it, and that moral complexity is one of the strongest themes of this episode. Attack on Titan is quietly asking the viewer a dangerous question. If you were born into their position, would you really have done anything differently? Back with the scouts, Hange is doing what Hange does best, staying sharp, observant, and suspicious of literally everyone. She's clearly trying to piece together the bigger picture. The Titans in the walls, the traitors among them, the strange behavior of the military police, and now the knowledge that Titans can be people. This episode doesn't give us answers, but it does show us the moment where the puzzle becomes too big to ignore. Hange realizes that this isn't just about surviving Titans anymore. It's about uncovering a massive lie that the world itself is built on. Then there's Mikasa, who is operating entirely on instinct. While others are thinking, analyzing, and questioning, Mikasa is focused on one thing and one thing only: Eren. Her emotional state in this episode is subtle but powerful. She's not crying or yelling. She's angry in a cold, focused way. Every look she gives Reiner and Bertholdt feels like a promise of violence the moment she gets the chance. It's also a reminder that Mikas's strength isn't just physical, it's emotional endurance.
A bargaining chip in my back pocket. The castle's as close to death as I ever want to get. Whole experience traumatized me, gave me perspective. If I have to play dirty to stay alive, then I have to play dirty. Pathetic, yeah. Doesn't make me the ideal friend. Like I said, though, I didn't do this for you. You deserve better, but there it is. I need you. Please save me, Historia! Well, like I said, I'm here, and I will always be your ally.
There's only so many lives I can give a damn about. Cruel, but that's the world our enemies gave us 6 years ago. Sorry, I don't have any heartstrings left for you to tug on. You want compassion? Move on. You want fair? Tough shit. Time's wasting. Pick your side, Krista. Eren, or the bitch I'm gonna kill.
Stop! Look at her face! She means it! Don't make a move!
Quit struggling! It's not going to help!
Good luck talking sense into that one, Bertholdt. When something lights a fire under him, that's it. Getting Eren to calm down's a lost cause.
She doesn't fall apart. She compresses everything into a single goal and moves forward. One of the most striking parts of the episode is the pacing. On paper, not much action happens. There are no massive battles or flashy transformations. But the tension is relentless. Every conversation feels like it could explode at any moment. This is storytelling confidence at its finest. The show knows it doesn't need titans smashing buildings to keep you glued to the screen. Sometimes, a quiet conversation between enemies who used to be friends is far more terrifying. Ymir's internal conflict becomes clearer as the episode progresses. She's not loyal to Reiner and Bertholdt, but she's also not blindly loyal to the Scouts anymore. Her priorities are painfully specific. Historia. Everything she does, every choice she makes, is filtered through the question of whether it will protect Historia in the long run. And this is where the episode quietly breaks your heart. Ymir understands that the world is cruel and unfair, and she's already accepted that she might not survive it. But Historia represents a kind of innocence she doesn't want crushed. When Ymir talks about returning what she stole, it's not just about her titan power. It's about guilt, identity, and borrowed lives. The idea that someone else paid the price for her survival haunts her, and this episode lets that guilt breathe. It's not shouted or explained with a speech. It's implied through her tone, her expressions, and the way she avoids directly answering certain questions. Attack on Titan trusts its audience here, and that trust pays off. Meanwhile, the scouts are planning their next move, and for once, it feels like they're behind the curve. They're reacting, not controlling the situation. This shift is important because it reinforces a major theme of the series. Humanity is not the dominant force in this world. Even when they think they understand the enemy changes the rules. The revelation that Titans can be human was already a blow.
Take my word for it. I've been on the receiving end more than you have. What do you say we teach him patience? Come on, show yourself.
Give him back! Right now!
Guys, really? This is some kind of joke, right? No way this is you. You've been lying to us this whole time? We were supposed to be comrades!
They still are! This is all just a misunderstanding!
Where do you think you're going? You can't keep running forever. We're not gonna let that happen, rat bastards. Through thick and thin, we slept under the same roof as soldiers for 3 years. Matter of fact, the positions you could sleep in were an art form, Bertolt. I'm not kidding. We all loved waking up to see your contortions in the morning. Used to predict the weather with them. How'd you do it, Bertolt? Must not have had a care in the world. Lying beside your victims. Yet you slept like a log.
Was it all just an act to you? What about the way we used to talk about surviving this together? About growing old, looking back on the worst of it over drinks? Remember? Was that all bullshit? Answer me! Go on! What was the point? What were you trying to do?
It doesn't matter anymore. Shut up and focus on opening the traitor's neck. Hesitate for a moment, and we forfeit Eren. Who cares what they pretended to be? This was their choice.
No! You're wrong! Who chooses to be this? Tell me! What do you think I am? Huh? What? You think this is what we aspire to be? People loathe us. And why wouldn't they? We're monsters. We deserve to die for the things we've done. We're lost. We could live 1,000 years and never again know peace. Try to imagine that darkness. The only light was our brief time as soldiers. It was never a lie. Do you understand? We're not who we said we were, but it wasn't an act. We genuinely thought of you as our friends. I'm not stupid. I know I have no right to ask forgiveness. But please, I beg of you, if we were comrades, someone find us.
Give him back. I won't ask again.
I'm sorry. I can't. One of you has to do it. One of you has to stain your hands with my blood.
But now the realization that those humans lived among them for years without being detected is even worse. Erwin's presence, even when he's not physically in the scene, looms large over the episode. His philosophy of sacrifice echoes through the decisions being made. The scouts know that whatever happens next, people will die. The question isn't how to avoid that, but whether those deaths will mean something. This mindset is what separates the Survey Corps from the rest of the military, and this episode subtly reinforces that difference without needing a speech. As the episode moves forward, the emotional weight shifts toward anticipation. You can feel something coming. Not just an action sequence, but a turning point. The show spends time reminding us of what's at stake. These aren't just soldiers and titans. They're kids who trained together, laughed together, and dreamed of freedom together. That shared history makes every betrayal hurt more, and the episode leans into that pain instead of rushing past it. One particularly effective moment is the silence. There are scenes where no one speaks, and the camera lingers just long enough to make you uncomfortable. That discomfort is intentional. It mirrors the characters' inability to articulate what they're feeling. How do you even begin to process the fact that the person who saved your life multiple times is also responsible for the destruction of your home? The episode ends not with closure, but with a sense of inevitability. The lines are drawn, even if no one wants them to be. Reiner and Bertholdt are moving forward because they believe they have no choice. The scouts are preparing to respond because they also believe they have no choice. Ymir stands between these paths, fully aware that whatever decision she makes will cost her something she can never get back. From a thematic perspective, this episode is all about perspective. There are no simple villains here, only people shaped by forces bigger than themselves. The world of Attack on Titan doesn't reward kindness or honesty, it punishes them. And yet, the character—
Guys! Get down from there and take cover! What the hell's Erwin doing? He's off his rocker. Look! The lunatic's leading the Titans straight for us! Jump, damn you! Get the hell out of there! Squadrons, break! Make the Titans scatter! What's going on? Is this hell? Not yet, but it will be. All soldiers, charge! We've come to the moment of truth. Mankind's fate is decided now. There is no future in which we reclaim these lands without Eren, and there never will be. Go! Recover Eren from the armored titan and retreat! Your heart and soul to the cause! This is madness. The scouts have taken one too many hits to the skull. Look out! What's happening out there? If only I could see. I can't move. Unless I could shake these titans. It'll only get worse. Okay then. Heads up, Bertolt. Brace yourself. That's right. Just a little more. It's working. His hands are down. Now's our chance.
Mikasa, you can see those titans, right? I mean, I get it. You're strong, but that's one hell of a mess. Slipping through isn't gonna be easy.
Advance!
Commander Erwin!
I said advance, goddammit! Eren's right in front of you! Do not falter!
Characters keep choosing to care, to protect, to fight for meaning in a system designed to strip that meaning away. For a YouTube recap, this episode is gold. It's the calm before the storm that redefines everything we thought we knew. It invites the audience not just to watch, but to reflect. To question loyalty, morality, and the idea of freedom itself. Because by the time this episode ends, one thing is crystal clear. The real enemy isn't just Titans. It's the world that created them. And that's what makes Season 2, Episode 11 so powerful. It doesn't scream its importance. It whispers it quietly, confidently, knowing that once the seed is planted, the impact will hit even harder in the episodes to come. One detail in this episode that quietly sneaks up on you and then refuses to let go is the conversation between Ymir and Bertholdt while they're traveling together. On the surface, it looks like a calm moment, almost a breather after all the emotional chaos. But the more you listen, the more uncomfortable it becomes, like sitting at a dinner table where everyone is pretending nothing is wrong while the house is clearly on fire. Bertholdt, for the first time, is forced to talk without Reiner standing in front of him like a human shield. And what we get is not a villain monologue, but a broken teenager who sounds like he hasn't slept properly in years. He doesn't speak with confidence. He hesitates, stumbles over his words, and constantly looks like he's waiting for someone to interrupt him and tell him what to say next. This is crucial, because it confirms something the series has been hinting at for a while. Bertholdt was never the leader. He was never the decision-maker. He was the one who followed orders, even when those orders destroyed him from the inside. Ymir, on the other hand, speaks like someone who already understands how cruel the world is and has decided that pretending otherwise is a waste of time. She listens, but not sympathetically in the way you'd expect. She listens like a judge who already knows the verdict and is
That's the irony, really. If you can't let it go, it's not worth holding on to.
Advance!
Think. What is it I have to let go of? My life? Or something else? So, you're okay with this? Leaving your friend behind to face the music? I guess Annie was weighing you down. Do you know where she is? Way up north in the Utopia district. Being tortured. The silent treatment only goes so far. The body may heal, but her screams are an object lesson on the limits of endurance. Oh, don't worry. They're taking special care she doesn't die. Or get a moment's rest. So many methods, so little time. Mustn't waste a prize specimen like Annie. She's too precious.
Shut your mouth, Hellspawn! I'll kill you!
Waiting for the confession to finish. When she questions Bertholdt, it's not to gather information. It's to force him to face the weight of his own words. What makes this exchange so powerful is how both characters are trapped by choices they technically made, but never truly owned. Bertholdt talks about responsibility, yet everything he says sounds like someone trying to convince himself more than anyone else. He insists that there was no other way, that the mission had to be completed, but the cracks in his voice betray him. If there truly was no other way, why does it hurt this much to say it out loud? Ymir cuts through this with a bluntness that almost feels cruel, but is actually honest. She understands guilt intimately. She knows what it means to live in a body that shouldn't be yours, to survive because someone else paid the price. When she talks about returning what she stole, she isn't being poetic. She's being literal, and that's what makes it terrifying. In the world of Attack on Titan, survival often comes with an invisible debt, and Ymir is one of the few characters brave enough to acknowledge it. There's also something deeply unsettling about how calm Ymir is compared to Bertholdt's quiet panic. Normally, we'd expect the captive to be desperate and the captor to be composed. Here, it's the opposite. Bertholdt looks like he's one bad sentence away from completely falling apart, while Ymir sits there like someone who already accepted her ending a long time ago. This reversal subtly reinforces one of the episode's biggest ideas. Power doesn't come from strength alone, but from understanding the world as it truly is. This moment also reframes the idea of heroism. Bertholdt is technically fighting for his people, just as the scouts are fighting for theirs. Yet when stripped of titles and allegiances, he doesn't look heroic at all. He looks scared, small, and painfully human. Ymir, who has no grand cause and no army behind her, feels stronger simply because she's honest about who she is and what she wants.
Actually killed one. You alright?
Get away from her! What the hell were you trying to pull? We're leaving!
Yeah, couldn't you go for some grub right about now? You don't understand! Let me down! Please! Rhina and Bertholdt are going to kill Ymir unless we both agree to go back with them! She'll only be free if she hands me over! I'd already decided to let that happen!
Are you nuts? What if it's a trick?
It's not! Let me go! Connie's right! Whatever she said, it's a lie! Don't listen to her!
This doesn't make sense. Why would someone who fought tooth and nail to save your life just turn you over to the enemy? What's the end game? The only time Ymir bothers to make an effort is when you're in danger. I don't know what kind of trouble she's in, but for now, just calm down till we know more.
Exactly! Either way, we can't stick around. Whatever Ymir needs you for, I'm sure you won't be much good to her dead.
Damn straight. Even I could figure that one out.
He's tossing titans now? That son of a bitch has gone berserk!
Eren! Mikasa! Eren encounters the very titan that devoured his mother. He stands paralyzed with fear as Hannes rushes to protect him. Who is the real enemy? What is the nature of this war? Not knowing against whom to brandish their blades, the scouts nevertheless fight on. What does the future hold? And at what cost? Next episode. Scream.
Thank you so much for watching this video on General Sansan Anime. I really appreciate you spending your time here and sharing this anime journey with me. If you enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any upcoming videos. Your support truly means a lot and helps the channel grow stronger every day. I'll be back very soon with more exciting reactions, emotional moments, and unforgettable anime scenes for all of us to experience together. Until next time, take care, keep enjoying anime, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.